Aliens are just one of those things that I kind of forget even exist in The Sims 4. I think we all know that I am just not a big occult player, but aliens especially are objectively worse than all of the other occult types. So when I think about building something for occult types, I think about like magical houses and werewolf warehouses and stuff like that. Aliens just don't really cross my mind, but I've been making a ton of occult builds this week because of all of this talk about crystals, and I'm thinking that it might be kind of fun to do something for an alien. In fact, a few months ago, I started this little mini series where I was making tiny homes for all of the different occult types, and I think aliens are the one that we have left. I'm pretty sure I did all the rest, but I'd have to go back and check. It's been a while, and like I just said, I kind of forget about these things. So here's the plan. I want to make a tiny home, preferably like a tier 2 tiny home, so like 64-ish tiles that's got all kinds of alien stuff inside, and I'm building it in Oasis Springs because I feel like the desert kind of works for the vibes that we need. There is a secret alien world in The Sims 4, but you can't live there. And I want to have a house that you can actually live in if you wanted to play with an alien. I've got this vision of using a bunch of like rounded roof pieces and stuff, or some sort of extra roof pieces to make this place a little bit more interesting looking. I almost wanted to have like slight A-frame vibes, at least a little bit, although this is kind of a weird shape, so it's gonna be hard to fit together. I feel like this is a good opportunity to mess around with roofs a little bit, because I never do stuff that's shaped like this. I usually do like way more simple suburban houses. This is definitely a little bit outside of my comfort zone. I like don't really know what I'm trying to go for with this one. Oh, that's just weird. Never mind. I don't like that at all. Well, it's not that weird. And these little windows fit perfectly on this. I guess I didn't really intend for it to be only one story. I was kind of thinking I'd have 2 stories, but if it has to be small, then it has to be small. It's fine. I end up using this thing a lot for stuff like this. I don't know if this is weird though, especially because now all of a sudden it's like really strangely shaped from the front. I don't know. Oh, and that's 66 tiles. Oh god, never mind. We can't have that. I said I wanted 64 because tier 2 gets you like the best perks. It's hard to make a micro home work because it's half the size, but 64 is reasonable and you still get double skill gain. We are gonna have to do so much to make this look cool. We are not there yet. I think that I like that little bump out. I don't really know though. I think I prefer it having round pieces like this instead of it being flat. Do you think the front door could just be there and that would be fine? Because this is an interesting shape. I feel like we can make something like this work. The back is definitely gonna need something else going on. I don't know what that, oh god. I was gonna say I don't know what that looks like, but the answer is it looks bad. What about if I steal this? Because we could try to do, no. Maybe the back should just be flat. We could do something simple like that and then just have a back door and call it a day. It's only 53 tiles, but that's fine. I think that we can make that work. Let me show you my inspiration for the landscaping really quickly because there's some really cool alien plans that we can use. And these are things that I never ever use. They're from Get to Works Debug and they're like very alien-esque. But I thought we could cover that around the whole outside. Maybe we could try to have the roof coloring sort of match this like bluey, purpley color scheme. There's not really a deep purple or like magenta-y color though. We've got this reddish one. And of course we have that light blue. Although this blue might be good because some of the windows come in that like blue tone. Like look at that. We could use those for the house. They're clear from the inside, so it's not too annoying when you're furnishing. I don't really know if I like that or not, but it's okay. I think once we get some columns and some extra details, it'll come together more. I don't think that these come in blue though. That is annoying. Is that okay if they're just plain? I guess we could also, if we wanted to, use some of these really funky windows. I don't know if I've ever used these before. Those are like not something that I think about. How weird is that? Look at what the inside looks like when you do that. I do think that's cool, but I don't know if it's cool for our specific purposes. I feel like if we were gonna do that, we'd have to build something out on purpose that makes it fit. Like if I made some sort of box in the back, and like how weird is that? I don't know. It's kind of cool. Oh no, I want to put a roof on this so bad. I want like a little platform roof that I can use like this because I think it helps with the place looking kind of strange. But that does mean I don't have enough tiles. I guess I could shrink this a little bit. It's only 2 tiles then, but it gets me back to 64. And now we cannot add any other tiles. We are completely stuck. So here's a little pro tip. If you ever want to have the column go all the way up one of these walls, you know, by default, the columns do not want to raise up. What you can do is get some half walls and draw them there. I can't get it to go all the way up because then it'll be clipping, but that's like a little bit better, at least in my mind. I guess the other alternative would be to like put some sort of trim there, but I don't really know if I want to. I'll think about it. I also don't know if I want these big columns. Before I do too many windows, I'm gonna do the floor plan because otherwise we're gonna have a real tough time. It is extremely small in here. I'm thinking that this part could become the bathroom. I do like the idea of this being the bedroom. And then I guess this could be like living, kitchen, dining, all open. I kind of want to have a back patio. I just want to have a rocket ship, if I'm being completely honest. So we'll have to figure out some sort of way to fit that in and have it not be weird. It is an alien house though, so like weird's kind of fine. I guess we don't have to worry about it that much. I hate the colors of this thing. It totally does not match the vibes at all. Spa day does come in like a light blue color. Oh, look at these. These could be interesting somewhere. Let me just save that so I can think about it. But I can use that spa day door and then put like a little overhang on it. I want to do that because on the interior, I was picturing the kitchen being kind of in this corner like this. Then I thought we'd have a living room kind of facing this way and then like a small dining table just in the middle. Again, tiny house, it's really little in here, but that's okay because I can fit like a desk nook in the corner. We can make this bedroom really interesting too. It's gonna be small, but it fits everything. So that's kind of what I was thinking layout wise. Let me go through and put in the doors then. We do have some really strange looking doors. If we wanted to use any of these, we have some kind of fancy options. This one we can't fit because it's too big. The only problem is that it would have to be 3 tiles and we can't have 3 tiles there. Oh, I hadn't really considered using that door. I don't think I like the color of the wood. Oh, this is just terrible. I really want to use this one. Why doesn't it come in like a smaller swatch? Why is it only 3 wide? It's also like all blue, so I can't really use this on regular buildings most times because it's just too big. If we step away from the blue thing for a second, we could get some like weird windows like this. There's also the growing together ones that are quite modern and tall. Well, just look at how silly that looks. That door is like so small. All of this because I wanted to use these weird pebble windows. I've never used them before though, and this is the time. I think this stack of windows looks pretty good from the side, and that makes a good layout for the bathroom. Honestly, I'm just gonna use this one. It's okay. Let's commit. And then on this side of the house, does anything else even come in that like kind of blue color? Because, well, let me come back to the side. Let me think about the floor plan again for a second. It's decently bright in there. Like we've got enough lighting happening. Oh, we're not doing a budget, by the way. Let me just cheat for some money. Are any of these rugs kind of alien-y? Because that's cool. I don't know if I've used that swatch before. I didn't mean for it to be blue inside. I'm sorry. I know everything I built is blue. It wasn't my intention, I swear. I guess the base game sofa always is kind of a fine vibe for this sort of thing. Oh, we could maybe use the mosquito stuff one. I never use this. Ooh. Oh, that's an interesting pattern too. I don't think I've ever used that pattern. I'm really tempted to use that just because I don't even think I knew it existed. I want to use this weird flooring everywhere. Maybe I'll do that and then get a less patterned rug. I think inside it should be very white. Like I'm thinking about using a lot of white and metal and stuff like that in here. And considering how small this house is, it's gonna be using an embarrassing number of packs. I'm really sorry. I'm just gonna warn you right now. This is not a big house, but it's gonna have a big pack list. Let's just say that. I hate how dark it seems. It's like there's weird shadows over there somehow. Okay, so for desks, we do have some kind of cool, like all glass ones. I know that doesn't really have that same built-in feel as the other one did, but this might be interesting. We could always do something like this too, because that really has that sort of built-in vibe. It makes the shelf look like it's floating. Oh, I think I like that. Okay, and then we have to get like a space-themed chair, whatever that means. I kind of like these glass ones actually for somewhere. Some of these things I always forget exist. Like this fuzzy one from high school years, totally forget it's there. This is a literal space-themed chair. I don't know if that's like too out there for the desk chair. It might be. There's always like this one too. That kind of has space vibes. How much was that? 805. Whoa. I never used that one. Maybe I will put that then. Okay, if we're gonna do a glass dining chair, we should have some solid table coloring. So, oh God. So this one might be okay with the marble. That is gonna need some sort of rug under it. Ooh, yikes. Okay. We really do need to start thinking about color scheme instead of just thinking about what kind of furniture to put in. I don't know about this chair because of the black, but I don't think it's bad. Oh, we should do a whole bunch of plants inside too. Actually, let me look at some of the pictures because there's like alien artwork from Get to Work. We could put those things in too. We could do an alien poster like this, but then there's like the stuff from Debug. It's just base game Debug, but like all of the space prints, we could add those in. That has that sort of purple and green that I want it to be like inside. And I guess we have to have black accents in here because there's like dark black frames and stuff that we can't avoid. Can I size this down? Do you think I could use this on this wall? I'd have to make the picture a lot smaller, but I think that bookshelf is kind of cool. And I think the picture being small isn't really a bad thing. No, wait, what if this is where the TV went? Oh, no, never mind. This might not be good. We do have a small TV. It's like this one from Get to Work. It does kind of fit there. I could maybe even size down this one and like place it up on top of this. Oh. There's a floating light, never mind. This one, can you be sized down? The answer is yes. Okay, so that's just kind of sitting there. I know it's a bit high up, like it's probably not ideal for viewing, but it's a small space, so you gotta do what you can. I don't think I like this. I almost want to do a brighter color. I don't know. It was a good idea in theory, but I think in practice, the black and white was just too much. Does that chair even fit there? Barely. Oh boy. I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, this chair's cool. When you think about it, it kind of has alien vibes, right? It's like an interesting circle chair of some sort. That's alien-like. Some of these side tables are so big. Like, why would I want the side table to be that tall? That's like the same size as the dining table. I want to have some sort of skinny side table, but most of them are just way too big and cannot be sized down. Like that one, you can't size it down because it breaks. I could put that one there probably. Although, is that too weird with it like right up against the wall? Maybe I put the trash can there. I don't think they can get to it. Never mind. You can just have a, oh, how about this one? Sorry, never mind. I was gonna say you can have a trash can outside, but I've changed my mind. They can have a real trash can. You can also have a trash can outside though. I'll do both. There actually are some kind of alien-y computers. I've never used this one before. Why does that not slot onto the shelf? Doesn't that make no sense? Okay, well, I'll put some stuff down so I can slot it myself then. This is a pro tip. I do it a lot in my YouTube videos where if you want to put something onto a shelf like this or like get it to a height that you can't reach and it won't raise up automatically, you can fill all the slots, put a regular shelf there and just move it off and then it stays at the right height. So like this, I'm just taking it and then scooting my plant over from there. I'm gonna want to have another picture of the sky somehow up in here. I don't really know which one. I do like that one. That's kind of cool. Although, is there like a picture of the alien planet? I swear there's one of Sixum. Yeah, look at that. That's Sixum from the moon. That's good. Those kind of seem like alien books, right? Whatever that means, sure, okay. I don't want to clutter it too much because I feel like an alien wouldn't have a cluttered house, so I'm trying to find a balance there. Do aliens have to eat food? Hold on. Do they have a hunger need? Okay, they have regular needs. Okay, I just had to check. Sometimes with the cults, they don't. So I was like, do we need a kitchen? Yes, I figured we did, but it's always good to confirm. I can give us a dishwasher. I think we're too busy going to space to have to be washing dishes, so I'll give us that. We can have some spices. I think it would honestly be kind of nice to have a stand mixer. Maybe this alien is like a chef. Perhaps that's their life goal, is to be a chef. They've come to Earth because they are like so fascinated by human food and they've been studying. They went to culinary school. I do think that a full-length mirror by the door might be kind of a nice thing to have. We have to leave that counter open so there's plenty of counter space for them to actually cook on. And then on the walls, I'm guessing we'll just do some like normal tiles and stuff. I really like the spot-a tile for this purpose. Get to Work has this wallpaper, which does have alien energy. I don't know if that's good to have like on the rest of the walls in the house. Eco Lifestyle has some like stones, but it also has metal, and that might be interesting, even as like an accent color on a couple of walls. We could put that like behind the desk or something, and then the rest of it could just be white because the whole place is so white. I'm probably gonna paint the outside of the house white too. Maybe I'll go through and do that now. I might get something that's like a little bit more textured, but I really had a vision of it being very simple because we're gonna try and add in so many extra things with the plants. We also have stuff like these satellites that we can put in. Like there's all kinds of things that we can use to try and make it look a little bit more alien-y from the outside. I hate to say it, but I wanna look at the Star Wars stuff really quickly because I want to see if we can manage to use any of these interesting lights. Some of them are quite, I don't know. Like this one is enormous. It like covers the whole dining table. I don't know if that's like really annoying to have in the living room, just like kind of there. It might be. Oh wait, can I put actual aliens? Sorry, this might be really bad of me. Alien affirmation. Oh, that's a birth certificate for an alien baby. Oh, we could use that somewhere. Let's put that right there. Sorry, I got distracted. What I was actually looking for were like literal alien collectibles. I was thinking about putting some of those in here. Dead pink whale, dead space porcupine, See? Okay, annoyingly, I sized this down, so we have to like custom place these and raise them up because they won't slot to the right spots, but we can put some aliens in there. Live blue slug. Oh, this is one of the worst things I've done. This is a genuine question. Is it like bad of me to put aliens in a shelf that belongs to an alien? Is that like weird for them to be collecting? Probably, but it looks cool, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna keep that, I think. There's another like alien flying saucer light that we could put in the bedroom. Yeah, it's from Strangerville, so we can have 2 of those, I guess. And then for the bed, I don't know, some of the base game ones, like honestly, this bed's not even bad. It matches the color scheme. We do have like this alien sleeping pod thing, but I'd kind of rather it be a normal looking bedroom. Well, as normal as it could look, given the fact that I'm using these windows. I think normal looking bedroom's a weird way of describing it, but you know what I mean. Are there any alien or like space themed wall prints outside of what we're already using? Because I do actually quite like this one. I would be okay with sizing that up and having it be really big on this wall. It kind of comes in a cool color scheme even. And I could put like 1 shelf there and get some clutter on it. Oh wait, maybe I could do a bookshelf instead. No, never mind. I actually kind of like the idea of a shelf with some clutter on it. Okay, as this alien is obsessed with humans, they have like a little statue of a cityscape because they think that like human cities are so cool. See, there's lore. There's lore to this build. I'll do a couple simple lamps. Do they have a rug? I don't know. I hate that you can't really see the bed because of this stupid light. Oh, it's so dark too. Wow, okay. I can give him a small rug. And then last, we have the bathroom. I think I'll use that spot A tile again. There is a cool glass shower with that like blue glass. There's also an alien glass shower. It's like a decontamination station. But I think this house is kind of fancy and not so much alien decontamination-y. So we probably shouldn't use that, right? I love how that mirror looks right there up high on the wall. I guess we'll also need a couple of towels. We could probably get another space print. Oh, look at this one. That's like a Strangerville cow being abducted. Okay. Yeah, that is kind of weird, huh? That's okay. I might do another shelf because I kind of liked the little shelf thing that we had going on. So I might put a shelf in the bathroom and then I'll use that to put some like bathroom clutter on. This room's become a little bit more rainbow energy than the other rooms are. The other rooms are kind of bland, but I think that's okay if this one has a little bit more going for it. There we go. Okay, I think that might be the whole interior done. Obviously we have the rest of the outside to do, but that's, I think, pretty good. Oh no, I broke this. Oh, never mind. Sorry. False alarm. I fixed it. Let me get the mailbox. I think I'll use this Oasis Springs one because this kind of has like alien-y energy. And then we can start thinking about our alien plants situation. Some of these are kind of cool. There's like floating flowers and stuff. They're also kind of scary, but we'll figure it out. It's gonna be fine. Can you shift click and cheat this rocket ship to be built? Oh, I can. Oh, that helps. So I'm kind of thinking that I want this to have relatively lush landscaping, which I know is weird because it's in a desert, but I feel like for the alien plants to look cool, we need to have a lot of stuff kind of paired with them. And I think that we can do some weird things too, like size up some of the base game plants that I maybe normally would never do that to. Oh, I should put a gate into the backyard. You're gonna want to access this, I think, so I'll put that there too. But yeah, I think that some of these pointy plants, because they match like what's out and about in the environment. I'm sorry for calling them pointy plants. We're pretending that it's not a real plant, okay? We're pretending it's a pointy alien plant. That's why I'm calling it that. But that could be a good starting point. Yeah, as I'm doing this, I'm realizing that I don't know if I like it. It's so hard to make this make sense. I guess it's not going to make sense because it's like an alien landscape. So it's all pretend, we can do whatever. I'm trying to put these plants in and I mostly just think that it looks weird. Look at this weird like stretchy crawly thing. Isn't that creepy? I genuinely don't like that. Then do I use the alien trees? We don't really have anything red in our builds, but I don't think it's bad for us to use that. If it was nighttime, I think it would look better. We just gotta get it really lit up. You kind of forget that a lot of this stuff glows until you make it nighttime. And of course it makes sense that it glows. Like it's supposed to be in space in the alien world. Ooh, gross, even that glows? Wow, okay. I love the mushrooms. I love the mushrooms. I think those are so cool. The mushrooms are kind of my main inspiration right now. I don't really have any care about anything else, just the mushrooms. So that's what it's looking like so far at nighttime. I think that we really need to go in and get some more outdoor lighting. I want to put some lights onto the front of the house inside of these bushes. I've always loved how it looks with these like uplighting the building. Doesn't that look really cool on the side? Yeah, with that front porch, what am I saying, with the front porch lighting, it's looking a lot better. Here's how it looks in the daytime. I think my current issue right now is just that maybe the roof is looking a bit boring. So maybe I could get some more stuff like the satellite dishes on top. Honestly, the wind turbine thing could be kind of cool too. It's just hard because I don't know how much is too much. Like, this is so outside of my comfort zone that I really don't know how to do it. There are alien plants, aren't there? Like, if I look in debug from get to work, there's like literal alien crops that you can grow. Oh my gosh, there's more debug landscaping. Look at that with the purple. Oh, we have to use that somewhere. Of course, I find this after we've kind of finished figuring out what it's gonna look like, but that's okay. The purple is too good to pass up. And it's okay if it's like really layered in there. I mean, it's alien bushes. Like, you can grow them however you want to. Okay, alien crops. This is a tentacle tree. We also have a quill fruit, and I don't know what this fang flower is. Maybe I can plant all of those. This is the beauty of bringing Sims here. Look at how creepy these things are. Oh, that is okay, that's the same tree then, never mind. There's just two little creepy alien plants, but I can put them on the patio. We can get one by the front door, kind of like right there. And then I guess I can put the other one kind of in the back corner by our windows. And then we can do a little dining table or something. Oh, we might also want a telescope. If you're gonna live in a tiny house, you're gonna wanna make sure you take advantage of the tiny house abilities. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking for the full finished alien tiny home. The landscaping is a lot. Oh wait, I didn't fix the front porch either. It's a very subtle but white texture. It's really busy on the outside, but I think in kind of a fun way. It also uses 1,000,000 packs, and for that, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm gonna put it on the gallery. It's only 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it's 52,000 simoleons. This kind of makes me want to play with aliens. It's been so long. Maybe we should do a little video where we play as an alien soon. In total, oh my god. That's bad. That's too many packs. How did I do that? It's a tiny house. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I have posted a few limited pack builds this week on YouTube, so hopefully that makes up for it for you. And I think on that note, I'm gonna go before I start adding in more packs or something. Thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. And if you did, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because I post a ton of builds like this here on YouTube. Although, well, they're not really builds like this. I don't really build things like this that often, but I do a lot of building. But have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm gonna catch you all tomorrow. Okay, bye everybody. I love those alien plants. I need to find more of a reason to use those alien plants in like a regular build because they're so cool looking. The shiny mushrooms,